Also, how are you thinking through tokenization of funds and the future of your business?
The constraints for anything can be tokenized. I feel like I've got a little bit of an insight as an ETF person.
And then we will move to instantaneous. Now, what the market infrastructure and the brokers together have come back and told us is that the technology path that they need to take to get to instantaneous settlement.
I often like to compare Ripple to Cisco, because Cisco, they didn't need to own TCP/IP. They didn't need to make it proprietary.
Than mine, and then we said, well, we need to consider this as an asset class. It has to be a new asset class. So we need to build something. So at that time, we could only offer to client ETP, ETF. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but
that mining has become very consolidated and that it is not a decentralizing force. The decentralizing force is all of you.
For example, there are going to be other, distributed database solutions that could be applied in, light of solving these problems. But when you start to then add on additional capabilities like tokenizing,
there's a whole lot of issues, but I think because the market cap is so big, those are highlighted more than in any other protocol.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to Lettuce. Appreciate you stopping by, smashing them likies, stuffing some baggies. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up, cause the future's extra. Bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We're at the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.73 trillion, up about 2.3% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP in that number 6 spot, right around 54 cents. Stellar XLM right around 11.5 cents. BTC 43K. ETH right around 23 hundo. We got Flare Networks in the number 96 spot, right around 2 cents. XDC right around 4.5 cents. Songbird 009. We have Zahao right around 12 cents, down about 5.1 in the past 24. We got one from XRP Drops to kick things off. Who's provided the market structure around the liquidity? Where can you do that out without a lot of regulatory headache?
Also, how are you thinking through tokenization of funds and the future of your business?
The constraints for anything can be tokenized. I feel like I've got a little bit of an insight as an ETF person, because I index very much on one big issue, which is liquidity. Who provides the liquidity? Anyone can theoretically tokenize anything, but if there's a buyer and a seller of an asset, so someone's got to make that market, right? And you think, oh, Jan, S&P 500. It's so obvious, so easy to price, but someone has to make a market in it, Raul, and someone's got to make money making a market in it. So it's not just I can create a tokenized real world asset of anything. It's who's providing the market structure around the liquidity. So that's big picture question number one. Big picture question number two is, where can you do that without a lot of regulatory headache, right? And in the world today, you're not doing that in the United States. That's fine. Now, it'll be really interesting. My bet is on Europe, just because it's got a large retail market, as well as having a regulatory structure that enables, crypto investing and trading and whatnot. But we'll see. I think there's a lot of developments need to happen. But those are the big things that I focus on.
We got Mr. Man XRP. India is moving to T+0 this March 2024. In the following year, 2025, they'll be moving to instant settlement. They've chosen to skip the T+1 settlement.
The one change in the roadmap that has been agreed because as part of our consultation, if you recollect, we had said that we will move optionally to 1 hour settlement, and then we will move to instantaneous. Now, what the market infrastructure and the brokers together have come back and told us is that the technology path that they need to take to get to instantaneous settlement will be much better if the first step we take is not 1 hour settlement but T+0. So there is I would say a in between step which has undergone a change based on the consultation. So their feedback was it will be quicker and less expensive to move to T+0 and then move to instantaneous rather than to move to 1 hour and then to instantaneous. So since that roadmap is now working out very well, we feel that the incremental benefit of inserting a 1 hour in the middle may not be there. So we'll move to T+0 and then instantaneous. The progress is very good. A lot of discussion has happened and the roadmap is pretty much agreed now.
And this will be a parallel system, or this will
parallel? It's a parallel system, completely optional. And there will be, so for instance, I think in T+0, only non-custodian accounts. So there are some, categories of investors given the way that the technology works and what is required. So there are some categories, large categories, where it will be available on an optional basis. Timeline. Roughly speaking, I think for T+0 is before the end of this financial year, so meaning before March, and then another 1 year from there, instantaneous.
We got one from Panos. Despite the current negativity and few setbacks, I think that the good outnumber the bad. I'm still very excited and optimistic for 2024 and beyond for the XRP ledger because of builders like we say and teams like the XRPL Labs. A role model for all XRPL builders. In the end, I believe whatever is happening is healthy in a decentralized system and ecosystem. And these discussions would have happened sooner or later. They should have been done a long time ago, but better late than never. Now with many upcoming developments and a lot of exciting things to expect, it's time to solve any issues and move forward together to grow and scale the ecosystem. We got one from Crypto Eddie. The world's first smart contract on the XRP ledger is all new EVM right from your phone. What if you could deploy the world's first smart contract on the XRP ledger's all new EVM right from your phone? Starting today, you can. For the first time, you can bring smart contracts to the XRP ledger, and we're showing you how. Our 60 days of the XRP challenges are now live. Meanwhile, we got Joe Katz here losing faith. Faith restored. Zero doubt. Told you so. We got one from the ISO GOAT, Stephen Thomas. I like to compare Ripple to Cisco because they didn't need to own the TCP/IP. We want XRP to be the best asset for routing money, all the value.
That kind of lock-in.
I often like to compare Ripple to Cisco because Cisco, they didn't need to own TCP/IP. They didn't need to make it proprietary. They benefited plenty by being the best vendor for sort of enterprise grade routers. And so what we want to be is like the best vendor for enterprise grade routers for money. And we want P to be the best asset for routing money. And so at the height of the internet boom, actually became the largest company in the world by market cap, just to give you an idea of how big of an opportunity that could be. And so for us, that's plenty big. And in fact, if we didn't pursue this kind of strategy, if we pursued a strategy like, let's say the Bitcoin maximalists, where you're trying to get everyone to use your particular currency and your thing, then the risk that you're taking is that some other interoperability solution does come out, and then other people are optimizing their solutions for that world, and you have missed the boat. And so we think it's very important to build for like an interoperable future where there is a lot of competition, because that's driving us to have very high efficiency and very good user experience and so on.
Welcome to the internet of value. We got Mr. Man XRP. This is from Valerie from CIS Group. She speaks of utilizing crypto and Web3 in the traditional finance world. Ripple and the CIS Group have partnered. Ripple became the sole shareholder of Medico, a company associated with the CIS Group, in a deal worth $250 million.
Building and offering right now a custody and trading, right?
Yes.
Since December, correct?
Correct.
Was it easy for you?
No, it was not easy, if you listen all the panels since this morning, is to find this bridge between the traditional finance and this adoption of traditional finance. So actually we start 18 months ago. It took us almost 18 months ago when we had, demand of client, they wanted to be exposed on Bitcoin and Ethereum, or client or children of the client, actually probably more your age than mine. And then we said, we need to consider this as an asset class. It has to be a new asset class. So we need to build something. So at that time, we could only offer to client ETP, ETF. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's product it's listed, you can trade on the market, and it's backed by crypto. But we said, no, let's make the adoption happen. So in Switzerland, we're quite in advance with our regulator, FINMA. They help us. They classify, they made a law called DLT law in August 2021, where they classify the token, utility token, asset token, and payment token. So that starts to give us a framework to work with. And then, yes, we need to ask them what we wanted to do. So we start with payment tokens. So we can only do 4 tokens for the moment. But then, yes, it's not a trading project. It's risk management. It's risk department, middle office. It touch legal. It touch all the bank. So we are middle-sized versus small bank. So for us, maybe it was more easier to navigate in all this framework, and people. We had a real project team, 5 people, very consistently every week doing the project. And then, yes, finally, so it was not that easy, but with FINMA, with technology, with counterparty, we were able to do it. And now we're quite happy with our solution.
Okay.
We got real boy XRP, David Schwartz. We are the decentralized force in the new internet of value.
Was Bitcoin and a couple of clones. And this was right around the time when the first cracks in the sort of mining narrative were becoming visible. Back at the time, most people thought that proof of work was sort of the secret sauce that made Bitcoin what it was. And the first cracks were first starting to show. The idea at the time was that anybody could mine and that would be a great decentralizing force. And I think we know now that mining has become very consolidated and that it is not a decentralizing force. The decentralizing force is all of you. The decentralizing force is the community. The decentralizing force is that the ledger is public, is that it's open source, that all the transactions are public, that everybody knows what every transaction does. Decentralizing force is the ledger is public, is that it's open source, that all the transactions are public, that everybody knows what every transaction does.
The best is still yet to come. Crawl walk. Till we rock it. We got Riz XRP for the shallow-minded. Lots of noise on X lately about XRP. Shout out Fame Moore.
Which capabilities each technology solution and architecture in many ways is a best fit for the problems that we're trying to solve. So, for example, there are going to be other, distributed database solutions that could be applied in, light of solving these problems. But when you start to then add on additional capabilities like tokenizing a security and providing smart contract or programmable functionality, to a transaction, then you start to really unlock some of the power that distributed ledger technology provides. And so it's that aggregation of a variety of capabilities that have pointed us to this particular technology. But I do think that it's important to pull out, the point that you're making, James, which is that blockchain is in many areas a solution in search of a problem. And so we've taken a very critical view when we evaluate our use cases to ensure that a blockchain solution that we are applying is a very tightly scoped one for the use case that is not just putting a solution on a chain, but rather understanding what additional capabilities and therefore value that we can unlock by putting a solution on a network or on a chain.
DTCC is critical of blockchain for obvious reasons, but for tokenization, programmable money, and micropayments, a variety of use cases, quote, you unlock the power of distributed ledger technology. Quote, a blockchain solution that we are applying is a very tightly scoped use case. So they're applying a blockchain solution. Donald Donahue from DTCC is an advisor for Ripple Labs. He's a board member. I'm very interested in the capabilities distributed payment technology seem to offer for improving the safety, soundness, and cost-effectiveness of global payments and settlement infrastructure, Donahue remarked. Ripple is already a clear leader in the space. I'm looking forward with Ripple Labs' team to deliver on these exciting possibilities.
Meanwhile, XRP drops. There's a lot of problems going on in Ethereum, like whether it's about the fee or whether it's about centralization, infrastructure.
A lot of problems going on in Ethereum. And we talk about it a lot on here, right? Like whether it's about fee, whether it's about centralization, infrastructure, centralization issues, layer 2 infrastructure, centralization issues. Like there's a whole lot of issues. But I think because the market cap is so big, those are highlighted more than in any other protocol. And a lot of problems.
We got waves of innovation. Can't make it to the XRP Gold Coast 2024 in person. No problem. We understand that not everyone can travel, but we want to ensure that you still have access to the invaluable content and connections the conference has to offer. Virtual tickets are now on sale, allowing you to participate in the conference from the comfort of your own home. Experience the keynote speeches, panel discussions, and exclusive interviews with the leading experts in the blockchain space, all from your computer or mobile device. You got the XRP Gold Coast Virtual Pass now on sale. We got one from Crypto. Altcoins are on the verge of the Golden Cross. It's happening so far in 2016, 2020, followed by a Bullrun 2024 again. Every 4 years, it would make sense, wouldn't it? No matter how you look at it, there are bullish signals everywhere. The XRP crypto wolf, the Bitcoin halving is going to happen in a few months, so the bull run is coming for sure. XRP and every other crypto are going to pump regardless of what happens. We got the total cryptocurrency market cap here, excluding BTC. Will history repeat or rhyme? In the previous cycle, we had this last scare crash before this bull run popped off. Right before the BTC halving of May of 2020, we got the next one coming up, April of 2024. Will history repeat? Be on the lookout for another slight dip before leading up into the halving, and then be on the lookout for the bull run post BTC halving. We got one from Cryptos. XRP below 54 cents is not good. Not happy with the weekly close. Likely we see a bounce to retest to 54 cents, which is now resistance. We got Dark Defender. Well, XRP is breaking 52.86. Excellent. With that being said, Batman and Bag ladies, where will those bags be when that regulation jar molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later, glitches. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likeys for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, vibe those baggies, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button from the top ropes. Catch you up here, top floor on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Bring your own bags, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghost. Later, glitches.
Said prayer, know they watching. Said prayer that they biting. Wanted you to let it go, but you know that's not no option. Know where we going and they know they can't stop it. Try to check us out so the price dropping, but we know the plan, so we steady stocking. Putting in that overtime, overnight stocking. Even skip Christmas, I ain't have no stockings. Up on coffee time, watching them charts popping. Staying extra bullish as we lock.